The history of the Budweiser Clydesdales can be traced back to 1933, when August Bush's sons surprised their father with 6 Clydesdales in celebration of the repeal of Prohibition. Originally housed at the 100-acre Budweiser complex in St. Louis, the team has grown and has facilities across the United States, but only one of these locations is responsible for creating new generations of these gentle giants.
Welcome to Warm Springs Ranch. We are the starting place for the Budweiser Clydesdales. The babies are born here that will end up making hitch geldings for the Budweiser Clydesdale teams. We are sitting on 340 acres. We have 9 big pastures, each with run-in shelters for the mares during the winter or the summer. There's water in every single pasture. It's just a gorgeous spot. Right now we're breeding around 30 mares, so we're going to have roughly in the ballpark of 30 babies in a year's time. We always keep 3 to 4 stallions here, and then we usually have around 80 horses overall, because you have your moms with their babies. Then we have our yearling fillies that we keep here that'll be added to our mare herd in time. 2-year-old fillies and our 3-year-old fillies, and then that makes up the 80 head of horses that we have. Now the babies, once they're born here, if they're male and we know they're going to make our team, once they're weaned, which is at 5 months, we wean our babies from their moms. We'll work with them for about a couple of weeks, get them where you can tie them, give them baths, do things with them. Anyways, then they'll go to Grant's Farm, where they'll live at Grant's Farm for approximately 2 years. So they'll work with them there, clipping them, there again, giving them baths, just doing the regular things to them that you do with horses. Once they're 3, they'll go to Merrimack, New Hampshire, which is our training facility. They'll spend about a year there being broke to harness, driving with other horses. So in about a year, when they've learned everything they possibly can, they'll be 4, and when they're 4, they actually go out onto whatever team needs them. We have 3 teams of Budweiser Clydesdales that travel all across the United States. The West Coast Hitch, which is based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. The Midwest Hitch, which is based out of St. Louis, Missouri, and our East Coast Hitch, which is based out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. And they travel around 300 days a year, make a little over 300 appearances as well, each team individually. So they're always on the move, always going.
While raising baby Clydesdales is their primary function, Warm Springs Ranch also conducts tours of their facility.
The neat thing with the Warm Springs Ranch tour is it's definitely a behind the scenes of everything Budweiser Clydesdales. You start off, you'll learn about the babies, the way our breeding techniques, our stallions, our mares. You'll learn about all the hitches that we have, what it takes to go into the hitches to get the horses ready, where they show, how often they show. So everything from every step, even in the training of our Clydesdales before they go into the teams. You'll learn everything that there is to know about the Budweiser Clydesdale operations in this spot.
What it takes to take care of one of these.
Tours start where baby Clydesdales get their start, in the breeding room. There, guests can learn the history of the breed and their association with Budweiser. They also learn about genetics and birthing new generations of horses in this modern foaling facility.
Next, they'll walk into the barn to where our wash rack is, where they'll talk about the grooming of our horses, of our Budweiser Clydesdales, the shoeing of them, how often they're shod, how often they're trimmed. And then, of course, the next to last thing they do is they bring them in to show them the babies, which is what everybody wants to see. So they'll show them with our newest babies, and they'll look at them, take a few pictures, and then they come back into the breeding room, which ends the tour. But we have one of our old retired horses, either Duke, or we'll have Radar out there that they'll be able to pet, take pictures with, and then have a nice cold Budweiser as well. When they leave, we just want them to have a good feeling. I want them to have a good feeling about what we do, about the Budweiser Clydesdales. I mean, we're proud of our babies, we're proud of our mares, and when they come in, they're really enthusiastic and thrilled to see them. I mean, it gets better now. It keeps us thrilled every day, because we know that what everybody sees, because we see it every day, but when you see it through new eyes, it's just amazing. So it is really neat. We just want to learn everything they can about Budweiser Clydesdales and leave with a real good feeling about what we do.
Tours are available 4 days a week, so if you'd like to see these beautiful animals in person, you can make arrangements to visit them online at warmspringsranch.com. When it was constructed in 1932, the MKT Bridge in Boonville and its 400-foot-long lift span held the distinction of being the longest in the country. It was state-of-the-art and only took 70 seconds to raise or lower its central section to accommodate taller ships on the Missouri River.